The beginning of Season 8 is less than 2 months away, so if you want the latest content, make sure to subscribe because there's plenty of content on its way. If you enjoy this video or it helped you in any way, give it a like, and if there's anything you feel that I can improve on, give me some feedback in the comments below. Hey guys, Zoose here. So here we have an Electrocute rune page for Rengar in the domination path. Now Electrocute's going to allow you to do a lot of extra damage if you can proc it off using 3 abilities or 3 attacks, which is pretty simple. Once you've gone in, it's pretty much an auto, then Q and your W can proc it off, or your E. Really easy to proc as Rengar. So he's all about the burst as well. Everyone knows and everyone's scared of that Rengar who's fed, who's going to one-shot your squishy carries. This is going to help you do that. This is the most optimal rune keystone for Rengar. So you definitely want to take this. Everything else is just not that good. Predator on paper sounds okay, but he already gains so much movement speed off ult. And he usually makes plays around his ult. So when you already have that much movement speed with your ult, this is not that useful. Now on paper, it's not too bad. But right now, it's a little bit weak. It's still preseason, so I think there will be changes. But until then, this is the number one. Dark Harvest is also... This could actually be viable as well. But again, this just feels stronger every single time. And it's just, right now, it's in a really good place. So the first rune you want to get is Sudden Impact. And this is pretty much going to be procced as soon as... well, he can proc it a few ways. He's obviously got the Leap. If you don't have ult, you can always use your Leap, and this will proc that. And that lethality and magic damage, magic penetration is really useful for Rengar. And very useful just to stick onto them and doing that extra damage over 5 seconds, as well as when you ult. So he can proc it in 2 different ways. Really useful for him. Even his Q will proc it too. So he can actually proc it 3 different ways. Really, really useful. Wouldn't take anything else. Eyeball Collection as your second rune. This is just going to scale well. It gives you that extra damage as you collect eyeballs from kills and wards. And you definitely want to hit that 20 eyeballs and get that extra amount of damage. Really, really useful. Really good for someone like Rengar who's constantly looking for kills. And he also scales off kills with his passive, so this just adds to that. Now, out of these 3, this just wins by default. It's got the best stats right now. It's just the strongest out of these 3. This wouldn't be too bad, and I guess he may have like 2 active items like Yumu's, I'm pretty sure, but this right now is just really strong. That healing, and he'll pick up kills throughout the game, so you definitely want to get this. It's just the strongest one right now. Now the second path is much clearer, much easier to pick from. Triumph. You're going to get kills, this extra health from kills and picking up kills in a team fight, and then getting that extra health back will just allow you to stay in fights longer. And that extra 25 gold is another reward just for getting kills. And the last rune, probably one of the best runes, Coup de Grace, do more damage the lower health they have. And Rengar is all about cleaning up those last squishies and just causing mayhem. And not only that, but once you get that kill, you're going to pick up some AD from that for 10 seconds, and you can use that to just snowball into a fight where you take over. So test this out. It's probably one of the most solid Rengar pages. I would mention that Rengar is extremely skill based. I'd say you have to have a bit of experience to perform well on him right now. He's not in the best state, and he's not the strongest champ I've seen. Definitely Kha'Zix and Lee Sin, and I see other champs like Jarvan dominating, even Rammus doing really well right now. Haven't seen many good Rengars, but if you can pull this off, this is a very solid rune page. Try it out and let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.